Hello.
Hi, it's Cameron.
Welcome to The Goal is to Eat, the talk show where visionaries in the world of taste share what it means to feel full. Today, the ever-buoyant Cameron Malik-Flynn, award-winning drink connoisseur and co-founder of food and beverage creative agency Malik Acid, sits on the Togo. I think the whole process of you guys setting up Malik Acid, you've been quite open with your experimentation and your kind of play within what you do, and you share your creative process sometimes. You draw photos, draw little illustrations on your notes, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll sometimes see you've done a sketch with some ice cubes and some various colours, and then suddenly, wow, it's a drink, and it's like a whole thing, and you've served at an event for like 50 people. And how do you find that kind of that playfulness and that sense of just like experimenting comes into your work?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we should be definitely doing a better job of capturing the process. The Notes app is probably not the best place.
No, I think it's good. It's just natural.
For the storytelling of Malik Acid.
It's natural.
But I have to say, a lot of our ideas come like spur of the moment, or we'll be like inspired by something we see, and we'll be talking like over WhatsApp. Me and my sister have like a really, really incredible relationship, and we don't spend too much time together in the studio, so we speak a lot over WhatsApp and through Notes. It's also like a really, really fun way of trying to communicate an idea. I think sometimes the best ideas are sometimes the most simple, and it's a great place to start. There's limitations, obviously, on the Notes app.
That's so nice. So you go into a shared note and one person's like illustrated something.
Just like add notes, add edits, add changes, like should be this, should be that. It's like a very like dynamic way for us to work, and it seems to be working for us.
Amazing.
So we don't feel the need to change it. From like playfulness is something that we try to like kind of weave into our work throughout all our kind of projects. I think for me, playfulness is almost like another way of saying experimentation or like experimental. Yeah. And I really think that Malik Acid should feel experimental. It should feel collaborative, and it should feel playful. And that means, I think there's, that can be from the visual, the color, the flavor combinations, the techniques we're working with. But, I think it's about having the confidence to experiment. And understanding like when too far is too far, and when there's an opportunity for like just a touch of like weirdness, or a touch of unexpected, or a touch of contrast.
Yeah, to make people like feel something.
Stop
Okay,
and think and like engage, and I think that's like kind of what we're trying to achieve. Yeah, because
I feel like you've said to me before about like finding a pause and noticing something, and how much of what you're doing is trying to like push somebody to just have a bit of a more interesting experience. Yeah,
we do talk about like tempo of experience. So I think it was really interesting for the first year of Malik Acid. A lot of it was very high tempo.
Yeah.
It was these like really fun, crazy fashion parties in stores or in clubs or in like beautiful buildings. And I think now that we are in like year 2 of Malik Acid, actually there's something about like slowing the experience down, but still maintaining that sense of joy, playfulness, and surprise. So we kind of now segment projects between like high tempo and mid tempo. And we're trying to push more into mid tempo.
Yeah. Nice.
We're getting old, and we can't do the late nights.
And also some slower tempo that could be like research as well, those bits. And also what just came to mind then was about your tagline is reject mid dilution, which I just think is so excellent. In the sense
that's
that
very kind of you.
That's it, like we're doing our thing, and we do it with integrity, and we do it with depth, and we do it with knowledge and years of experience in restaurants and in operations and in beverage as well, right? What is it about like working with liquids and kind of drinking culture as a whole that kind of excites you?
There is so much to learn. There's so much to see. There's so much to taste. There's so many people to speak to. There's so many conversations to be had. We always speak around the kind of fact that the point of everyone drinks drinks, which sounds really obvious when I say it now. But it is like there is this like shared global experience, and you can find different pockets of very interesting like ritual, flavor, and technique from all over different areas that we love to explore. I've been fortunate enough to travel a lot in Japan and Taiwan and Mexico as well. And I feel like the business and our output, you kind of feel that when it comes through. We work a lot with like highballs, Japanese whiskey, but also agave spirits and like the best seasonal produce as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like that kind of is a nice like melding of the two, meeting of those two worlds.
And I think it's important because you guys have a global perspective. You are away from just such a like Eurocentric kind of lens, and you bring in bits from your own heritage as well as parts of your travels and your...
With the utmost respect. It's all about paying like homage and doing our best to showcase, you know, what we've learned and what we've been shown by other people, you know, experts in their field.
Yeah.
I think we're really honest, you know, we're fans.
Yeah.
We're big fans. We're big, like, I think we love to like, it's like an experiment. Everything, we want to keep pushing ourselves. And as I said, like we're fans and we want to make sure that we're doing, you know, the right thing.
Yeah, but then I think to take your like mango, your mango party from last year that I think you're doing again, maybe this year.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And, you know, people, so many different cultures, so many different countries celebrate the mango. And I think it's really unifying that you can bring so many different people from lots of the diaspora as well that exist, especially in London, to be able to come together and in a very new and creative way celebrate something that is such a kind of like core part of so many people's...
It's really interesting with the mango because that project's so personal. And it's like, and actually I feel that it delivered so much more, and I think we were just so impressed and so overwhelmed by the response to that project. There were so many people that felt it was like really connected with them. And I'm so glad that we were the conduit of that. Like, you know, it wasn't about us, it was about this incredible fruit and what it means to so many people. We just happened to be the people kind of making it happen.
The custodians of
it was
mango.
Like it's all the mango. You know? It's not like we were just there there like guiding it, but it was all about that fruit. And I think that was like a really special project for us. And I hope this year when we work on the project again, I hope we plan to widen our collaborators and widen like what the project looks like and how we can have, you know, even more people come and experience what we're doing with the mango.
But I think you touched on something there about like people coming together, and I do think that what you guys are doing, and because of your own kind of networks, and I know that you're very aligned with like fashion, you have a lot of friends that work in and around kind of like fashion and art industries, and Missy's kind of longevity in hospitality, having this like wide community that you can draw on and bring together, I think is what is even kind of like an extra layer of, bar the kind of creativity and innovation that you guys have, on top of that is that sense of being able to bring a lot of people from a lot of different like areas of the city together, you know, and when I say areas, I mean like industries of the city together. Is that something that like feels good for you? Does it make you...
I mean, man, I feel so lucky to have the network around me. I say network, it feels like so corporate, but like my friendship circle and the people we know and the peers, you know, it's since day one, we've had so much support. I think also there's like the beverage industry itself, I feel like is very insider and can feel like, for someone who doesn't know all the technical terms, can feel quite exclusive and actually like not that engaging. And I think what we try to do is we try to be the bridge between these creative communities and the beverage culture or experience. You know, people are very interested in craft, people are very, very interested in produce and very interested in storytelling, which is, you know, kind of exactly what makes beverage, like drinks, whatever it is, you know?
No, you're right.
So it makes total sense that there's like an interest there. I just don't think that the language has met them in the middle. And, you know, we try to bridge that and bring people together.
No, I think you're doing a good job of it.
Thanks very much. Thank you. That's very kind.
Do you feel like you're doing a good job? Like, what is it that makes you feel full? What makes you feel like, this is all worth it? This is all like, this is making me feel satisfied.
I feel that I have moments of being very, very content, but I don't know full. I always feel like you should always have like maybe like 1% of like something missing or 1%, needing.
That's quite low, you know. That's
1%, or like higher or something, you know, like I don't know exactly what the percentage is, but like I think that you should always be wanting to, there's always something to explore, or this is how I feel. And I'm like, that excites me, that 1%, that slight tension of not being 100% full. I think when I reach 100% full, I don't know when that will be, maybe one day, will be like nirvana bliss. But for now, I'm kind of enjoying
Hawaii, I guess.
When I'm living on the beach selling strawberry mojitos. This is my dream. But I feel like, I'm excited to have this like slight tension of like exploration, and that there is so much I want to explore, like collaborations and partnerships. Like that's really exciting to me. And so that feels like the pursuit of fullness because it's not, you're never full, I guess. Is
Yeah,
that,
I like that, the pursuit of fullness.
Yeah.
That's the touch. That's not philosophical, actually.
Always.
That was so good.
Look at you now.
Well, I'm like, I want to be the host.